Sometimes we might want to store data in one format in our database, but we want data in different format while performing the read operations. In such cases, Exposed give us a powerful feature called column transformation. This allows us to define how a column should be transformed between its database representation and its Kotlin representation using simple wrap and unwrap logic. So let's understand with an example. So let's say we want to store active time. So active time equals, and in database we want to store it as time, and we can give column name as active time. Now let's suppose we want to represent this active time using a enum value. So let's first define a enum. Over here we can simply say enum class, and we can name class as active time category, and we can have value as early morning, daytime, and evening. In database we will be storing the time value, but in Kotlin representation we want to have the type as column of type active time category. You can notice the compilation error. Now in order to resolve this error, we need to use the transform function. So using the transform function, we can map the time to active time category. So within this transform function, we can define the wrap and unwrap lambda. So we can say wrap equals, we can pass the lambda, and we need to pass the unwrap as well. Now within this wrap, we need to convert the time to active time category. So the result of wrap will be returned whenever we perform any DB operations, and whatever we will be returning within this unwrap lambda, it will be stored in the database. So let's first override this wrap, and we can say it dot hour. If the hour is less than 6, then we can simply say it's early morning. So we can say active time category dot early morning. And if the hour value is less than 18, so it's basically 6 p.m., then we can simply say active time category dot daytime. And in the else case, we can simply say it's evening. So we can say active time category dot evening. This will be written as a result of read operations. Now let's override the unwrap as well. So when now here we get the enum value. So whenever it's early morning, then we can store the value as local time, maybe 5 a.m. So for that we can use hour as 5 and minute as 0. So whenever we try to store the value as early morning in our database, it will be stored as local time with hour 5 and minutes 0. If active time category is daytime, then we can store it as local time 12 0. And for evening, we can store it as maybe 8 p.m. So 20 0. So result of this unwrap will be stored in the database, and result of wrap will be written as a result of database operations. We can even pass the column transformer class within this transform function. So for that, let's create a class, and we want to create transformer for active time category. So for that we can simply say active time category transformer. We can extend this class to column transformer, and for unwrapped we will be passing the local time, and for the wrap we will be using active time category. Now within this class we need to override wrap and unwrap, just like over here. So we are passing the wrap and unwrap lambda. Now instead of passing something like this, we can override over here. So we can say wrap, and we can have same logic. So we can copy this one and paste it over here, and we can simply return, and instead of it we can say value. Over here as well we can say value. Now we need to override the unwrap as well, so we can say unwrap, and within this we can simply copy this one and paste it over here, and instead of it we can say value. Now instead of doing something like this, we can remove this one, and within this transform function we can pass the object of active time category transformer. So we can say active time category transformer and invoke the constructor. Now let's suppose we want to allow nullable value as well. So for null transformation we can create a column. So let's say nullable active time, which will be of type column nullable active time category, and it will be stored as time, and we can give column name as nullable active time. For the null transformation we can use the null transform function, and within this null transfer function we need to pass the transformer class. So for that we can copy this class and paste it over here, and we can say active time category nullable transformer. And for wrapped value we will be having active time category of type nullable. Over here as well we will be getting the value as nullable, and here we can return the value as nullable. Now let's say when the active time category value is null, then we want to store the local time with hour value and minute value as 0. So here we can have a else case in order to handle the value as null. So in case of null we will be storing hour and minute as 0 in our database. Now while performing the read operations we will check if the hour equal to 0 and minute equals 0. In that case we will return null. So in order to represent the nullable active time category, we will be storing local time with value 0 and 0 for minute and hour in our database. And while returning the value, we will check if hour and minute is equal to 0, then we will be returning the active time category as null. Since in database we will be representing null value as local time with value 0, 0. Now we can pass the object of this class within the null transformer function. So we can say active time category nullable transformer and invoke the constructor. And this way we can even support the nullable active time category in our database. Now let's try to insert this. So over here we can simply say it active time equals active time category dot maybe evening, and for nullable active time let's store the null value. For active time, we will be storing the evening, and nullable active time we will be storing as null. Okay, there are few errors. So over here, we need to return this value, and here as well, we need to return the value. Now, as you can see, we have introduced some new columns. So let's first drop the table. We can comment this, uncomment the drop function, and make sure to run your Docker container. Now we can run our application. So our table is dropped. Now let's uncomment this and rerun our application. Now let's check our admin dashboard. Let's reload. And as you can see, for active time, we are having the value as 2000, and for nullable active time, we are having 00. Since for the active time, we are referring to ActiveTimeCategory dot evening, and for the evening, we are unwrapping the value as local time 20, and this will be stored in the database. And for the nullable time, we are having the value as null, and for the null, we are unwrapping value as local time 00. So over here, you can see that it is stored as 00. Now let's try to perform our simple read operations. We will be covering CRUD operation in detail. So just for the understanding, let's perform a read operation and print the value for this active time and nullable active time. So for that, we can simply say users dot select all. We will be covering this in detail in upcoming videos. So for now, let's try to print all the data. So we can print the active time, it users dot active time, and let's have the nullable active time as well. We can refer to nullable active time. Now if we rerun our application again, there will be two values of within this users table, and we should get the 4 print statements. So let's run the application, and as you can see, these are the print statements of 2 records. We can reload this one as well, and as you can see, there are 2 records and there will be 4 print statements. Now you can notice that for the active time, we are storing the value as 2000, and this will be returning as evening. And for the nullable active time, we are storing the value as 00 in database, but while returning, we get the null value. So using the column transformation, we can transform our column data type from one to another. So that should be it for column transformation and null transformation. Thanks for watching and happy coding.